why do you have national parks? What's the point of a national park? Why do you have them? And we go back to this first national park. The point of this park, for the benefit and enjoyment of the people. That's why Yellowstone National Park, which is the first ever national park created, was created for the benefit and enjoyment. It's for people to use. Very amazing place, Yellowstone. One of the big things that people like is the geysers, the Old Faithful, and these volcanic features that are pumping steam and stuff in the air. And this was a telegraph written to a guy called Jay Cook, who was in Philadelphia, an investor in 1870, written by a railroad engineer, a guy named Milner Roberts from the Northern Pacific Railroad. So what Milner Roberts was doing, and this is why this is the whole environmental movement started here, in some ways. So what happened? All the railroads which were crossing the United States from east to west, there was the Northern Pacific, the Southern one. Basically, the right-of-way was where they put the railroad. And either side of the railroad company had the right to the land, owned the land either side of the railroad when it was pushed through. So they could then sell it to settlers. So the railroad guys said, this is an amazing place. What we can do is bring tourists here. We can bring tourists to this and see these amazing volcanic features. But the problem is that if this land is outside, if anyone can come in, if it's just open land, then settlers would come in, they'll set up little stalls, and they'll start putting their cattle out there, and cut the trees down. It'd be just a total mess. We let the riffraff in and just terrible. But they said, we're going to own this corridor either side of the railroad, so this is going to be ours. So, and because we're the only guys with the railroad, we're the only guys who can bring the tourists in, we build our hotels, and we have total monopoly on anyone who wants to see these features. So they said, we need to lobby the Congress to create a national park to keep all the peasants out. So we maintain our monopoly because we're the only guys who can build a little branch line close to the park, build the hotels, take people with cars, and etc., etc. So they really pushed for the creation of the national park to kind of keep the competitors out, so they could make money by taking the tourists to see Old Faithful. So basically, the first ever national park in the history of the world was created to get some railroad barons more money and more profit. Nothing to do with biodiversity, nothing to do with volcanoes, nothing to do with anything. Just how to make more money from someone who is prepared to make the investment to use sustainably the natural features and the biodiversity. So this is how the whole environmental movement started.